Go. Welcome back to, and this is just by sheer coincidence, they released like episode 82. I'm the evil lord of Intergalactic Empire. Anime review, episode number 2. We're here reviewing the second episode series, Rebirth. Now, I misread it. Okay, so let me have a little correction from last episode. The last episode covered roughly the first half of the prologue from this very book. This episode covered the rest of that prologue, plus pretty much the entirety of chapter 1. And they were pretty much adding stuff in here. So, in the prologue stuff, here's what happens. So, all that's really there is that, here's what happens. So, the guy basically gives the ex-wife bad luck. So, then of course we cut to her when she's having dinner with the chief, and he says that we should go separate ways, which is the same line for the line of the manga. And then, get this, the Tokyo police show up to arrest him for embezzlement, which by the way did not happen in the original book. This was made for the anime. This is probably the animator is probably saying, yes, let's give the man justice. Let's get the man arrested. He's like, you're under arrest for embezzlement, false accusations, and a bunch of other stuff. And she's like, what am I gonna do? It's like, yeah, it's like something you're never gonna be happy ever again. And that's the last scene of her. And then we see him like where we see briefly like he actually see the guy actually leave the room, where he's like having this door open. There's this magical cat that walks into the wall, and then just before the door closes, goes right on through, and that's how I see the guy. So, then we cut to him. By the way, they did have his last episode too, where they switched from the Liam, where he's basically him to his previous incarnation. Here they voiced and continue as Lim. So, excuse me, we see him on top of his mansion, which is covered in plants. Which, this actually early, they added this in here, look around. And then we come to like, oh, it's his 5th birthday. So, you see his mom, and they apparently don't walk across the floor for some reason here. In the book, there's no mention of this at all. It's like, this is made for him, because it's so futuristic. Let's have this platform for the nobility to walk on, because, let's have the people walk. And this is the anime edition, so they go to, it's your 5th birthday! We have this big cake for you! We have this big present. We can pick out your AI maid, your AI robot maid. You can pick out the eyes, the brows. They added this in where apparently you can pick out the nipples. I'm thinking this is a 5-year-old. And also, this is out of the anime. Reproductive organs. Yes, they added this to the anime, despite the fact it was not in the original book. So then his father comes in, his name is Clam, and is like, oh hi son, I have a little present for you. I'm giving you my entire domain and my entire fortune. Here, let's sign this to live in the capital. And bye-bye, won't see you again. By the way, there's actually a little bit of something they actually cut here of them at the spaceport about to go to the capital. And then, of course, then we have the maid arrive later on where they activate it. Now, in the book, they do mention that he apparently picked up the appearance of the hair and name based upon Japanese culture. And also, by the way, I almost forgot to mention here. What's his name? Brian. Also, I forgot to mention that she popped up in the first episode. We see briefly hologram. So, Brian's his overprotective butler, who apparently has been there. So, he does explain that they actually didn't simply move. They ran away because they were terrible at their job. So, and apparently it's been like this ever since his great-grandfather. Apparently he ruled the world really well. But apparently he raised his son properly, so that's the reason why it is the way it is now, where everybody's like so poor. So they also have it here apparently with a war with AI because they can't run the place because people hate AI for some reason. Which yes, this was in the book. People hate AI, so Then, of course, we also have a scene where, he's following her breast, which, yes, they did this in the book, too. And, like, let's go to the playroom. And then Brian showed her, like, what are you doing there? And then, of course, like, have some tea. Make him tea. And then I'll give him some massage. And basically, so he basically wants to help. He had just been given the place on his 5th birthday. He has no idea what to do. He has no experience in governance. So they make a vow with the maid, which they made this up in the anime, where you can't harm the master. And of course, they try to quote iRobot here. Yes, iRobot with 3 laws of robotics. And it says like, no, I'm gonna do 3 laws of made robots, which is made for the anime. So all about protecting the master, you can do whatever you want, as long as you basically protect yourself too. And then of course, we have education, so put him in an education capsule for 6 months, so I get 10 years worth of experience. And also, Amage will be running the place for 6 months while he is basically in his capsule. Brian's against this, but he basically is one in charge. So then he goes straight down to his underwear, hops in the thing, and basically says, "I'll see you later." And then closes. End of the episode. By the way, this episode went really quickly. Yeah, really quick. I should point out there's no opening title sequence, no ending title sequence. It's just the episode itself. I don't know if this was a leak or something that Crunchyroll just releases all of a sudden. It's a good episode. I did really enjoy it. It's almost like this was probably supposed to be the premiere episode next week. But my guess is Crunchyroll must have felt this. Hey, we got this early for the release in Japan. So let's just sell it right now and release these first episodes that are already ready to go. And that's probably what happened here. By the way, this episode was only like a little over 22 minutes. It was like a minute shorter than the last episode. Actually, it was 1 minute longer than the previous episode. The previous episode was 21 minutes. This is 22 minutes. I found it kind of weird. This felt a bit shorter. But my guess is they probably received the opening sequence. Maybe might find it next episode. Right now, I'm caught up. So, but next up, basically, is going to be a review for One Piece. And it's on the Blue Exorcist. Okay, next video. Bye.